I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what's got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay. Locker this. I took the emergency handbook. Oh, this thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hands froze when I got to a certain page. I saw a familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made me a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was. And I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my head, or through my mind, just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What the frick? But the more I see, the less sense it makes. Because these lockers, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are these things in the lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. I took the emergency, okay. Nope. Don't see anything that could be a clue. Okay, there's nothing also here. We've got only 2 more. I took the emergency. Okay, that's nothing. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I think that's it. Let's get out of here. So now we're going to... Let's go to Kyoko. Let's see if she's already okay. And if we can talk to her about the pocketbook. Okay. Fair enough. We need to go to the headmaster's room. The data center. Okay. We'll go to the data center.
Hey, Makoto.
Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about the Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it,
I mean,
cause it might explode, right? And that'll really suck. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Whoa. Whoa. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kinda thinking the same thing. There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm concerned about the weird device. What is this device? It looks like some kind of a control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kinda looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hefumi's probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of a cockpit. Then could that mean...
okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it, or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says data center. Data center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. Just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. That must be the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise come from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kinda scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer for you on or from over here. Don't worry, okay? I think that's it for this area. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Holy shit. Hey. Give me all your donuts. What? Is that you, Hina? What? Aw man, busted. How did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling. Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it. Aw man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it, and the control panel inside. Let's go in again, talk to Hina. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yup, it looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words, maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control the Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, but there's only 16 people, then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Well, it's just... this is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So like, you wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going? Yeah. Whoa, as soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door, it just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked. But why? Of course it's locked because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fear. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room, as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room.
yes indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor? Too bad, that was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside. Anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Anyway, we don't have to get it to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around to tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See ya later. Hina took off at a full sprint, and I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Okay, let's go to the headmaster. I think Byakuya would be here. See? This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Okay, lots of things. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow, it makes me feel anxious. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. There's a monitor and a camera.
Come on,
Hey Makoto,
not possible.
are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive that just because they're you?
Such ignorance.
When we get out of here, remember this moment. The bookshelves seem really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Okay, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78. Student registry. It contains profile for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words,
Apparently, class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room,
I see.
that's right, it also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there, along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusawa, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about what she stole. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Holy shit. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, close, but just out of reach. the entity known as the ultimate despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the ultimate despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Finrer. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means that the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in that file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me like if she has a nice body? You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in your mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, ooh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance that the body isn't actually Mukuro. Is that what she's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of an advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice? For me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. Okay. Hey, Byakuya.
time to play with you.
Okay, you don't have time? God, he's so blunt. Huh. Apparently, that's us. Just like Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Which means her and the mastermind should have been allies. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go to the 5th floor. We can go to the garden and the dojo and the bio lab. Let's go to the bio lab. Ooh. Well, here I am in the bio lab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Dun 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 dun. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. So cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine, okay? Ah, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Ah, okay. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Ooh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternatives to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver in the blue light. And the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. Ah, maybe Mukuru's body was already dead and she was put here. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate an alarm and will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for a fridge. There's some kind of weird machine on the left, okay? The right hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue lights come on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... Ah, I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Okay, I think we're all through here. Yeah. Okay. What else? What areas we need to check? Lock dorms, lock doors, headmaster's room, data centers. Okay, several rooms have been locked up to the point. The headmaster's room, check. The biolab, check. Monokuma's door, check. The second floor of the dormitory, check. In addition, the areas directly connected to Mukuro, okay. We'll go to the dojo. Then lastly, the garden. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
What do you want? And am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd find a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? but there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. A suit of armor. I can totally imagine Sakura out here. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. We found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more here. Why is everything... I don't think there are any clues. Okay. Okay, last one is the garden.